Okay, everybody. So, if you've never watched me before, I am Whitney Stidham. I'm a Farmasi beauty influencer. So I went ahead and I've got my eyes done first. But this main point of this video is to touch base on bronzing and what it can do. And I have no face makeup on right now, but I wanted to touch base just a little bit on our CC primer. So as you can see, I have redness in my chin area, especially around my nose and then my cheeks, but you want to have some redness in your cheeks. We have a lavender one that is for yellow skin tones that brightens, but this balances redness. So this is the one I've got. But always, always, when you are going to use face makeup, always use a primer because it fills in your pores, your fine lines. And like this is the one that is best for normal to oily skin. And what it does, it mattes. See how shiny this is over here compared. See, it just dulls that down. But this makes for an even application of your foundation. And you know, back in the day when I did attempt to use some foundation before everything started irritating my skin so badly, before I found Farmasi, I didn't use a primer. I really didn't know even about primers because makeup wasn't my big thing, but I've got to where I love it. But you know, you find these little techniques and then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, you know, I went without. This is like silk too, I want to say. But if you feel that your foundation is not going on smoothly, it just looks almost like, kind of like it's caked, or you can really see your forehead wrinkles. It's probably because you're not using a primer. So you all need a primer in your life. So once you get this on, the primer, then you're going to go in. Now this is only if you have some imperfections like me, like with this redness. Now if you got flawless perfect skin, you do not need a color corrector. So I'm going to go in. This is our concealer, and it's perfect to go up under that. It's a rounded brush, kind of like a just a rounded kabuki brush almost, but this will buff that out. So I'm going to use this brush. I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand so you can see it is green. If you look at the color wheel, green is straight across from red. So this will cancel out your redness. You don't want to put this all over your face. Just in, see this? Just in the areas that is red. And I just, because I like a bright, I usually put a highlighter down my nose, which I do. See, now look how that widened my nose. But I always put a bronzer down, but I want to cover up this redness. Excuse me. But see how it cancels it out. But if you were to put this where it's not red, then you're just going to come out looking like a little green alien, and you don't want that either. So see the difference? Now I took a before picture, so you'll see the redness, and I'm going to take a picture after I do this part too, so you can tell the difference that the primer does. And I promise I will do a video on that, but I'm just so excited about this bronzer. Bronzer is, I just love bronzer. And I'm going to talk about that today, and I may even do a part 2 on the bronzer as well. So see how that just covers up that. I'm going to put some in my chin area. And I like using a brush. This does not dry super fast, but it does dry and it mattes. So you don't want to just leave it sitting and because you ain't going to get it where you want it to go, and you want to blend it out. So see how that, let's see where else. I'm going to put just right here because I do like this to stay a little bit. You like to have some color in your face. I'm just going to put this. Okay, so with the CC that cut off, but I wasn't going to say much more about that. But like I promised, I will get a video specifically talking about the color corrector primer. So, like I done said, I done did my eyes out of the Iconic palette. These are such beautiful shades. I used the Black Truffle on the end and the Myth in the transition, and then Idol in the middle and at the top. I just love that palette. And then I used Stay Matte today because it's a little humid, and I ain't used my Stay Matte in a while, and I really love it. And it is so good to control oil. And the blue, dark blue ink liner, and my new favorite, the Deep Black mascara. Y'all, my first love was this Extreme Curl, which I love this. And then y'all know that I love my Double Lash Extend. But this, gosh, I just love the way the bristles are made on it. And it is really black. Can you see that? So anyways, I'm going to talk about bronzing. It's because we released recently, well, actually yesterday, June the 1st, a new bronzer, and it's terracotta. So as many of you all know, some may don't even have it. I used to rave about our Sun Kiss bronzing powder. I still use this. This is huge, and it will last me forever. It was on the D list. I don't know why, but I mean, and I was so sad to see the bronzer go, because I love bronze. Many people don't, and you can contour with it. I just love that natural glow. I think I just like it. But anyways, so you know what I was focusing on, since we didn't have this anymore, which I still use, our Peach Bite palette. Inside our Peach Bite palette, it's a 3-in-1. You know, we have the bronzer, and it's a little bit warmer, like a darker, and I love this. And then, you know, it has the blush and the highlight, but it has a bronzer. A lot of our 3-in-1 palettes do have bronzer. Our 3-in-1 face palette, I'm just going to go through these real quick. You know, it has bronzer. It's a little bit lighter. I'm not particularly fond of this. I do like this palette, but I love the bronzer in the Peach Bite palette better because it is the most compared to my Sunkissed. So that's why I love it. But we also, like in the Glow, and it's a little more, of course, a glowy, and it's lighter bronzer in it. And last but not least, like our highlighter palette even, that was my #1 favorite, and I still use it, and I've dipped into it horribly. But, you know, it has a bronzer in it. But I like a brown bronzer. But the best thing, and I definitely, sorry, I shook the camera. I definitely will show you all because I snagged them up. But the terracotta they released a light bronzer for everybody that's fair skinned, which I definitely will be rocking this winter, which I might even try use it in the summer just for a lighter glow. But I snagged the darker one as well because I just love a brown. I just think it's so pretty. But terracotta is hand-baked. And that's what makes, like, I am positive in this. I love this Sunkissed bronzer. But I bet it will blow this out of the water. Because, and the reason I say that, our terracotta, I mean, it's just so unique. And I got the blush powder. I do not have the regular powder because because I'm just not big on powder. I'll use my transparent setting powder, and that's about it. Sometimes I will use our face perfecting powder, but I just, I do wear least as possible, and this is just foundation, and the setting powder is not it's just to set it. And so it's just a natural, I don't know, it's full coverage, and I think it's all I need, but that's just me. So like this is the 05. They delisted this, but this is a blush. This is terracotta blush, but I just wanted to show you, like, you can put blush on with this. And you can bronze with this. But now terracotta has the actual bronzer, and it's just gonna be awesome. And terracotta is it's a whole different level compared to other stuff. I just love the texture. But this is a number 16, and I have bronzed with this. It's so shiny, and I keep messing this one up. But anyways, I've done already dropped it and broke it, and I did a video where you can show you how to fix it, but I'm rough and I'm clumsy, so I might end up having to redo that. But I will probably make a part 2 going over using the bronzer with those terracotta blushes, just to show you the terracotta part. But today I'm just going to focus on the blush part. Look at that terracotta. See, and that's another thing. This bronzer is going to just give you that perfect glow, because terracotta is, gosh, it's just so shiny. But I'm going to use my Sun-Kissed bronzing powder today, and I just wanted to show you all. Let me get me a bronzing blush brush. You want to use like a blush brush, but this one is from my Noelle Walker Beauty. I love her brushes. This is an angled blush brush. I can't talk. I can never talk. Okay, so just dip it down in it. So I'm using the Sun-Kissed, and I'm gonna use my Iconic palette for a mirror. I have mirrors everywhere, but I like one up close. Maybe I'm getting older and getting blind. But see, you just want, and that, so you saw what it looks like before, and I have my daddy's forehead, bless my heart. But when you use a bronzer up here, it gives you illusion that your forehead is smaller. And that's what I like about a bronzer. Not only does it give you this glow, but it is an illusion. Makeup is an illusion. And that's why it's art. You can do so many things with makeup. Like, you can overdraw your lips. You can give your eye a lifted effect. You can do so many things with makeup. It's just unreal. But see how it just shrinks. I about dipped that down in my eyeshadow. Just shrinks it. I love this bronzer. So that's what I do. I just pull it down. Now, if you have a small forehead, like I'll use my mom for example. She has a smaller forehead. So you wouldn't want to put a ton on it, because then it'll make you appear like you have no forehead, and that ain't good either. So like the opposite effect. If you have a small forehead, you may want to use a highlighter and bring it up to give the illusion that your forehead is a little bit bigger. Just simple little tricks, but I like to pull it down to the sides of my temple. See, the sun would hit the top of your head. And then another thing is this. I don't like to go plumb down here. I don't have high cheekbones anyways. So, and I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with high cheekbones, but sometimes you want to slim, and like, I don't want it to be down here and these my cheekbones where they're done high to make them look even bigger, because that's another illusion. It will give you the appearance. So I go like almost middle ground, right? Not through my fishy face down here, but I'm going to go just a slight hair above Not on the cheekbone, but not in the contour line, just a slight above. Now look at that. You see the difference? I mean, I just love that. So, I mean, these are just little simple tips and tricks that might help you that I have found along the way. I love watching videos. That's why I do these videos, because you can look at pictures all day and people use so many filters, it drives me crazy. And now they have filters that'll contour your face. And I mean, it's just, I like videos where you can see it be done. I like to watch different techniques because there's no right or wrong way to do things. And so anyways, that's why I do these videos. I love seeing things done, and I just like to, you know, maybe help you all out. I'm not an expert, but I do know a few tricks, and I mean, it's just things that work for me. So I'm going to pinch this together. I mean, this is why I like bronzer. I mean, you can do so many things with it. And yeah, we have contour sticks. I'm still learning with them because they're a little tricky. And where it's getting summertime, I might start trying to use that more, because where it's cream based, it won't melt away. But usually when you use your setting spray, I ain't never had a problem with this just moving. So I'm going in with the powder brush. This is out of our New Year's set. I just love it. And so you want to blend, because you don't want harsh lines. You don't want it to look like you're dirty or like you got mud on your face. And what I like about bronzer, you can be light skinned. I know in the winter I get kind of light. I do darken up a little bit in the summer. But I mean, bronzer is for light skin, dark skin, any kind. And it's beautiful. I just like a glow. And that's what I love about terracotta. So I'm so excited to show you all. So I probably definitely will be doing a part 2 video another day, showing the terracotta, like how I use it. And plus, if you just wanted like a blush, but with the bronzer, you can use all that. So that's just regular bronzer. Excuse me. That's what I want to touch base on. Just see how the difference, it just shrinks your forehead. It gives you a slimmer look. And, you know, even your nose. I know my nose is wider on the end, and it just gives that illusion. I will be going in with my Peach Bite palette because I just love a highlight. I just have always liked a highlight. So I'm going to go in with the middle and just pull that down the nose and around right here. And, of course, up on my cheekbone, under my eye. But that is it. So, I'm so excited. Another thing, we got bronzing oil. And, oh my gosh, it's just, you can use that on your legs, your arms, your shoulders. It just gives you that healthy glow. I think glowing skin is so healthy looking. And summertime, like if you're going to go to the beach, going to go to the pool, like you have that pretty skin just glowing. So Farmasi's dropping so many things. Gosh, it's insane. So that's what I wanted to talk about, was bronzing and the things you can do with it. I mean, you can use it for so many things. I've done it myself. Like with the Peach Bite, I've used bronzer for eyeshadow. And I think it's pretty. It's natural looking. But I will be doing a part 2 then with the terracotta, just to show you that real, because this is not, it's flat. I mean, it's pretty, but it's flat. It's not shiny. Terracotta, you would have that beautiful bronze with shine. So that's all I wanted to say. So if y'all have any questions, always feel free to message me. I'd love to have you as a customer and help you get these amazing products in your hands. If you've been watching me and you've been thinking about starting your journey, please get with me. Join Team Glam Blazers. I mean, we done phenomenal last month, and I love Farmasi and everything it's done for me. And, you know, it helps you be home with your family more. And I love what I do. So, God bless you all and keep you safe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.